This is Randall. Randall at some time got smushed over his head, what's left of his eyes, and bent around, probably smashed into itself, and became its own little fossil package. Next, I've had this in my fishing box probably since 1980. I really can't say where it came from. I think I probably might have found it because it was so pretty, because I was back into agates back in those days, looking for agates on the Columbia River. I might have found it. Didn't get polished. I found these last month. I found some things and I dropped what I was doing and I took on a trip. This one here, you can almost see its nail. See the nail in there? I got a lot of these in my storage. In my shop, I'm going to go get them. You see the nail on that? It shows up pretty good. These are just, I call these button toes. Here's another one. Button toes. These I'm not really sure to put them in, but they sure are pretty. These sure are pretty. We're going to get into the vulgar stuff. Here's some bone disease on some sort of a hoof. Here was one of my first finds. A toe of Bigfoot? I don't know. He had a big foot. This is his nail. It's fungus. There's a flat part where he walked on it. This is where the flesh cracked. Now, why all the toes? Why are they desegmented? I don't know. That's something it's just my brain is burning on this stuff. This is some sort of freak toe. Got broke off. It's all fungus. We're looking, mud fossils and all of them are looking at the giants that are pretty, and New Earth and all of them looking at the giants that are pretty. I get stuck with the bone disease and stuff, but that's cool with me. Mud fossils, all of them guys. I really respect their work. I'm not trying to make fun of them or nothing. This is what I mean, nobody can convince me otherwise of what I'm not looking at and what I'm saying, what it is. I'm already sold on it. This is some sort of diseased claw. A really bad foot disease. These things stunk. By the time God wiped these all out for some reason, these things stunk. They were deformed. They had diseases. This is the perfect one. This is what got it all started, one of them. Broken off of the bone right here. Just underneath his toe. Look at that. Like his finger. I mean, like a talon. A bird, dinosaur. I presume off of this foot over here would be the right foot. You can almost start seeing which foot they came off of. Here's a smaller one. And worse, the flesh, I think, cracked. See how it's cracked? The underneath. I think that's how it goes. Yeah, that's how it goes. And this is the underneath right in here. You can almost feel the indent. See, it's almost like this one, only smaller. Here are teeth. The different shapes of teeth that I have. There's tons of this stuff. I was watching a video unrelated to nothing. Somebody's homemade video. There was one of these laying in Alaska. All over the place. All over the place. I saw it 30 feet away. You know, of course, cameras moving around. I was going, oh my God, don't tell me. This stuff's everywhere. This is what makes this dangerous. This gets out. They can't hide it. Kids will be out there finding it. Here's another tooth. Look how thin it is. See the shape? Same shape, just different species, varieties. You want to see Bigfoot's block tooth? That's a block tooth to me. The hardness of this stuff is just unbelievable. These aren't rocks. And the more you put patina on, the more shinier they get. Some of these different material. See how thin that is? That's a block tooth right there. Look how big it is. A mouth of those would kill me. This would probably kill me. Here's another one. So small, but kind of get the shape kind of a... And another one. One of them fan tooths. You can almost see it in a mouth. Alright, these are 3 different shapes that I've collected for the best specimens that I have. It only took me 2 months. I mean, this stuff's everywhere. These are the gap mouths. And I'm just naming these. I have black Papathicus. I finally said it right. Gap mouths. I started noticing I'm finding these things, same shapes. Okay, same shapes. Same shapes. Gap mouths. Okay, which ones have I got? I presume this to be blood. Not really sure about these. But it's a beautiful dark maroon. If you've seen dried up blood. This dried up petrified blood probably popped out of a vein. This is a shell. I'm not crazy. This is a shell my sister brought back from Hawaii. And I've had this rock. And see, I always thought this was really cool. I've had this rock for a long time. I thought that was all these fossils. It was worth so much money. I'm not really sure what it is now because it's not really the same pattern. Because you can almost see it's almost 3D in there. I'm not really sure. Okay. This weapon. This is the mark that I noticed in I Pet Goat. If you notice where the girl is on the right hand side, there is one of them blue figures on its head has this mark. It's a scoop mark. I'm an abductee. Presume this is a little alien head. This is what I'm talking about getting a steel net for. Some of these guys. This is a blockhead. They have teeth inside of them. Razor sharp teeth still today. Okay, this is what I call a blockhead. I'm not really sure this might be petrified wood. Is it burnt? You know how it checkers up? A little checkerboard. These particular shapes are everywhere. And they're usually in this color and are really hard. I call them blockheads, Charlie Brown. I started thinking about, oh, really? I'm starting to see blockhead people everywhere. If you know anything about this guy, that's getting into the leaf family. I don't want to do that right now. These guys really got it hard. These are what I'm calling where you crush my head. I crush your head. You bruise my heel. There was some sort of weapon during the flood that wiped these guys out. It stunk. There was blood everywhere. I presume these to be organs of some sort. Find the same shapes of those to be organs. Maybe that could be a heart. Everybody loves this one. Like, oh, I know that rock. So I've showed this to a few people. And these to be some sort of a bone, like a collarbone, or I haven't done any research on any bones or anything. Here's another one that I'm presumed to be, you definitely see. I said, now anybody can tell me that's bone, and it's definitely a fossil. Okay, it's definitely a fossil. It's petrified mud fossil with a bone. With a bone sticking out. Cartilage or whatever is in between. A backbone of some sort. Alright, is there anything I haven't covered besides Romeo? Here's the little alien, another alien little head. And tell me that's not... I know that face very well. You guys can say what you want. And I've seen these things 8 inches tall exactly. We're seeing them in South America, the little ones that are running across behind. The babies always seem to be playing. Look at his head just lays perfect like that. Like that's where it got knocked off and smushed, and that's where it laid. Oh, I cannot believe it. Let's look on the underneath. See? Connections. I mean, where his body connected to his whatever. His body to his head. Romeo, I'll do a video on Romeo. These are the ones, a different kind of a crushed head, a different kind of material. Not really sure. There's a couple of these that have razor sharp teeth. This one, I can look at this rock for a whole hour. And I can look at the sky for a whole hour. And I've been studying this one forever. There's jaws in here. There's two rows of teeth in some of these. And I need a different kind of camera to really get inside. I don't know if I missed anything. There's a couple of hearts here. Or organs. I got my teeth. The gap mouths. Well, that's... And these terrible things, man. These must have stunk. I couldn't imagine the smell. The blood. Oh, the egg. Look at this. It has to be an egg. I find a lot of these. I just haven't collected a lot of them. I said, well, I might as well start... I figured, well, these got to be eggs then. I started... These are found in bigger piles of rocks. These are stuck in between them for some reason. You go and you find, these are hard to find, but when you do find them, you'll find a whole bunch. So I'm going, well, why is, I want my toes in there. Why are these, see the nail on here? You're going to see a lot of these. I have a whole collection of those. I haven't even sorted out yet. Like the fungus toe. These. Look at the shapes. I mean, that could almost be a pear right there. Oh, geez, boy, these guys come after us. We're in trouble. Even these guys. This is what I'm talking about, the steel nets. And I'll tell you, I stake my life on what I'm saying here. And basically, I am. Because there's some sort of weapon that was used. The flood covered it up. These movies that are coming out are fantastic. Look at the clothes in these movies. I really don't believe they're made by humans.